What's going on, Geminites? It's your boy Gem Min.
And it's your girl Phie.
We're here talking about Stranger Things Season 3, so stay tuned. Alright, so we just got done watching Season 3. I like how we were able to kind of catch up all the way. We went through Season 1, 2, and 3.
Well, because there's less than 10 episodes a season.
Which I like. Don't give me the 27 episodes.
I like a lot of episodes.
I ain't got time.
Well, you don't. Other people do.
I'm already behind on a lot of reading. I definitely enjoyed Season 3 much more than Season 2. I'm still going to go with the overall consensus, right? Like, Season 1 is the best, then 3, and then 2.
Yeah.
So, Season 3, we don't really get a lot of new characters. We only really get Robin, who works at the Sailor... What is it?
Oh.
What's the ice cream place?
Scoops Ahoy?
Scoops Ahoy with Steve the Hare Harrington. And we get a lot more of Lucas's sister.
Yeah, I mean, she's not really a new character, but she's got like a way larger role in this season.
A lot more screen time. And I didn't like her at first, but I think when Dustin pegs her as a nerd, I like it. I'll start liking her way more.
Yeah, I like that part too.
So we're probably going to be talking spoilers here. I wouldn't really suggest watching this if you haven't finished Season 3 yet, but I mean, it's 8 episodes. I mean, come on. Knock that out and come right back.
Yeah, I know. What did we start it yesterday, Season 3?
Yeah, I think we did last night. I think we did like 3 episodes and then maybe 5 today. So anyway, what happens here? So you know what was cool about Season 3? They didn't do like the Chicago stuff like they did with Season 2.
Right.
Even though that was only really like an episode and a half. But they were back in Hawkins and they were in the mall. And the mall was looking super 80s. Man, the Burger King logos on the bag. You know, the soda cans with New Coke. Which I still don't think I ever tasted that.
As a girl, I noticed Claire's immediately in the mall with the old logo.
As a Caucasian, I noticed the Gap. But obviously I don't shop at the Gap. But I did notice the Gap because they had to go through there.
Right.
So they also kind of learned from Season 2 and they didn't make Will the victim again.
He was still pretty pitiful.
He was still kind of a bitch. But our boy Billy was actually I don't want to call him the bad guy, but he was the one who was possessed by the Shadow Monster, who, if you remember from Season 2, they exorcised the Shadow Monster out of Will, but they closed the gate, and they never really show what happens with, like, the smoke.
The, like, off into...
And now we learn that the Russians, which is what is it Brennan. Dr. Brennan was kind of worried about, like, if this gets public, the Russians, who were, like, in a Cold War with, are going to use this to their advantage, and sure enough, that shows the Russians working on a portal. They're kind of getting there. And I guess what ends up happening is they have to come to Hawkins because a portal has been opened there. It's like...
Well, they were saying, like, it's not only, like, the equipment is not only important. Location.
It's like free real estate. But I guess because 11 opened the portal in Hawkins, it's like now a hub for, like, supernatural activity or gate opening practices or whatever.
Kind of bullshit.
So, you know, we're dealing with that's basically who opens the gate again and allows the Shadow Monster to roam free, and then they get Billy. And you want to talk about Billy real quick?
Not so much Billy, because he really wasn't like himself. I know like that he was, but the monster was just so gross.
But what about when Billy was himself? They really played off of that angle from Season 2 that you were really into. When he was trying to holler at Mrs. What's-Her-Face. He was just laying it on so thick. So he's the lifeguard. He comes through. All the cougars are staring him down, and they all kind of got the hots for him, and he's playing off that heavy. He maxed heavily to what's-her-name again? What's her name?
Karen.
Will's mother, right?
Mrs. Wheeler.
No, Mike's mother, Mrs. Wheeler.
Yeah.
And she almost goes all the way with him, but she kind of has a change of heart. Her husband is super lame, yo.
Yo, when she was walking out of the house and saw her kid laying on her... First of all, you know that I was already...
Yeah. But she made the right decision. Anyway, he gets possessed, and now it's kind of similar to what happened in Season 2 as far as the Shadow Monster possessing someone. However, the Shadow Monster is...
Like, he's not even that this season. He's so disgusting.
I think, you know, we were talking with our boy Javi over there, man, at the shipping joint. Like, the Shadow Monster realizes, hey, just, possessing a human ain't gonna really cut it. So he comes up with this other plan where basically he has these rats eating all this pesticides and all these chemicals, and we learn that he's basically trying to create a new compound. They all are drawn to this like abandoned lumber yard, and they all explode disgustingly.
And they're just like blobs of like guts and broken bones and like just sinew and just gross.
And they basically become a big meat monster, like the shadow monster spider, but made up of.
But like the
goo.
whole thing that he does to make the flay to like the mind flayer.
Well, because besides the rats, he gets humans.
He like. Ugh. He alien style.
He like rapes their throat
with dead body part.
In
dead
their
body
mouth,
goo, like
putting stuff inside of them,
and
alien
it's best
style.
if you don't like struggle too much.
Yeah, because then so basically the shadow monster has this meat monster he's making. He's got Billy, kind of is his main.
Well, like
host.
The whole point, like if it's not a living person, there's nobody who cares about it that's gonna try to save it. It's just he can inhabit something that nobody cares about.
That meat monster was really gross. It was like something out of a Goosebumps book or something like that.
Yeah,
the meat spider or something. So with the human characters, right? Like the big kind of theme this season, everyone's got a girlfriend except for Will, which.
Makes sense. He has to get himself under control first. You gotta love yourself first.
Yeah. We'll talk about Will, right? So Dustin basically had a girlfriend from science camp that sounds super made up.
Super.
And Lucas is with Max and Mike is with 11. And I just gotta say, I love 11. I'm sorry if that makes you feel some type of way.
No, I just...
So I love the character because I didn't like her at all in Godzilla. I thought she was terrible.
No, I don't like. I feel like she just, as a person, she got like the fame went to her head. Really
you're
fast.
tripping. 11 as a character in the show is the most genuine person
in the show.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, the show. Yeah.
I don't care about the actress. I'm talking about 11. The way that she portrays the character or the way it was written, she's the most genuine, straightforward, no bullshit. And she has like X-Men type powers.
It's cool because my favorite character is also Steve, so that's fine. So you can love 11. I like.
So is Steve your hall pass? 11 is not my hall pass.
Well, she's a child.
All right, let's just do this right.
Sorry.
So my favorite character is 11 of the series so far. Yours is Steve Harrington.
It really is. He's just like, okay. So
I like
in the
Steve
beginning,
too.
Like he had a bad start, but like once they made him good, like he hasn't really wavered. Like he's been a good guy.
He's kind of suffering from the damn homie. In high school, you was the man, homie. Because now he's like a loser, and he was the man in high school.
Oh, but then he's with Robin, and it's like.
You think they're
Dustin's like, oh, this is the girl, bro,
yeah.
And then he finally is like telling her that he made the wrong choice, and she's like, oh. The thing is,
I was kind of into the girl next to you sitting in class, not
kind
you.
of on the same team.
So my least. All right, who's your least favorite character of all 3 seasons?
It's probably Erica.
Erica Lucas' sister.
She's like so like when she comes to
she's the
thing,
annoying
she's
little
like,
sister.
I want to try peppermint stick again. Yeah. Or like. First of all,
she was a bitch, right? But I think she really had a lot of redemption towards the end of season 3.
Yeah, she did have redemption towards
My
the end. My
least favorite character is Max. She doesn't bring shit to
I don't
the
like
table
her either.
ever.
She's easily next.
They did her dirty in season 2. In season 3, she was just there. She's part of the party. Good for you.
No, she's like, Elle, you need to do it. Yeah.
Oh, don't even get me started.
Leave him.
Yeah, she was the friend of the girlfriend.
The friend
conspiring.
that you never want your girlfriend to have a friend like this.
Nah, but she was. There was a lot of truth to what she was saying too. Like Mike was being a little bit.
He was concerned.
He was a little overprotective. Speaking of overprotective, you got Hopper, who is her dad now, and
the weirdest relationship.
Which is the weirdest relationship, and basically Mike and Elle are just making out every chance they get, and he's really taking it some type of way. Like, it's not really your daughter. Like, you've just been watching her for a couple of months.
Well,
like,
because he had like that whole like the way he lost his daughter.
Yeah.
It's like he kind of has that like she's filling that void.
And then there was like an unspoken thing between him and Joyce, but Joyce wasn't in on it or whatever.
Yeah, like
she wasn't with it.
And then when she finally came on board,
and I mean, super spoiler alert, but damn, they killed Chief Jim Hopper. That's crazy.
But see, here's the thing: I'm kind of holding out hope for.
He's in the Upside Down or something. Yeah, I'm with you on that. I don't think he's really gone.
It seems like they're gonna try to pull something else out of their goddamn ass again to fucking make this fucking Upside Down open. It's like, how did the monster die? If there was still somewhere, why would this last?
Well, to jump ahead, like the post-credit scene, there is a Demogorgon humanoid one that's still alive in Russia. So why did that one not die when the portal was closed and the big meat monster, the shadow monster, died? How is that still alive? Is it because the Russians do have an open portal somewhere?
But then in that case, why would it die if there was a secondary also?
Maybe because it was so far away.
Can you guys put it all in the comments so we can like hear all these theories?
It could be because it's far away.
But they said that location is important. It won't.
Well, I mean,
and
to
this
open,
one was like it walked on all fours and it walked on its
It was
own.
like a hybrid a little bit. But I mean, I feel like the ones in season 1 did kind of crawl and walk as well. It definitely was more like one from season 1 though, right?
Yeah.
So, Dustin is feeling some type of way. He's kind of not with the whole party for the entire season, really, because even with Will, all Mike and Lucas want to do is be with their girls. They're getting to be that age. They're not really a clique. They be ruining everything.
Wow.
And then they don't want to play D&D anymore. And Will,
now it's only...
Will was kind of like... Will didn't mature with the rest of... I guess because he was stuck in the Upside Down for a few weeks.
I don't know. He's just very frail. Looks like he's wearing... Like he shops in the women's department.
Shorts were kind of high. But you know what? He is still feeling effects from the shadow monster. Like, he can always tell when he's near, and he's always getting, like, goosebumps on his neck. So he's still a little bit messed up, man. Which is weird that his mother, Joyce, is, like, not with him at all the entire season.
First of all, Hopper just takes off with Joyce, and it's like... There are many children not being watched.
But that's how it was for us in the early 90s.
Joyce runs up on Karen at the thing, and she's like, I don't know, that at Lucas's or like at
the Gravitron.
Yeah, she's like, look, I got the smallest one. That's all I can do right now, all right?
Yeah, but that's how it was. When we were kids, you left in the morning, and you didn't come back till it was dark out.
No, absolutely not.
But these kids are out until, like, it's still dark. But, I mean, it was an enjoyable season. It's kind of a shame that now we got to wait however long until the 4th season, right? Because it's probably going to take a minute. Hopefully they make one.
I mean, 3 just came out, so yeah, we're at least a year.
But I'm glad I'm caught up. I'm definitely into it. I knew that it was going to be good. I heard, like, rumors. Even though season 2 was a little bit of a letdown for me, I think overall I still really love the series and the characters and the mythos behind this world.
But they really did pull, like, they faltered a little bit with the second season. They're like, all right, we won't do that again, guys. Please don't lose us.
However, I would like to see more kind of experiment children from the laboratory. We have 8 and 11. I know probably 1 through 4 like didn't work or whatever, but there's got to be some active ones out there, right?
Right.
And why were they experimenting on those people? Like, that's kind of not been resolved, right?
They haven't really, like, consolidated how they knew that this child was special.
So that's what I'm saying. Opening the gate seems like an accident of kind of...
No, it was definitely an accident because...
But now it was all about the gate?
How did they know about the... Because they were, like, studying the Demogorgon through the black area, like the black room with Elle. And
maybe
then
she found it in the black.
She got startled by it and then broke open the opening. Mm-hmm. So, like, how did they know... before the opening was open that this thing existed?
I don't know.
Are we just supposed to just go with it from here?
But a lot of Easter eggs in this movie, though. So one of the Russian, like, enforcers was, like, a rip-off Arnold Schwarzenegger. I mean, they even say it in there. Yeah. But he just walks everywhere. He's not going to jog lightly. Walks everywhere with his big shotgun or whatever. I really did like the private investigator guy. I can't remember his name, man.
Murray?
Something like that. He could speak Russian, and he was a translator.
I love that. Russia is.
And then what was the Russian scientist that they kidnapped? Was it
Alexei?
Alexei?
Yeah. Alex with an I. Alexei. When he freaking screams when a Terminator shoots him.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, he's got 2 corners.
Well, they formed a bond, man.
They did.
It's funny how you said at first. He was like, get this commie out of here.
Yeah,
but like, at the end, man, that was his boy.
That was his boy.
Damn. That is true.
Let's watch that.
A lot of other Easter eggs. They busted on the movie theater. Back to the Future is premiering. And it's funny how Steven's
they're on the truth serum. And they're like, she's like, I'm not sure, but was that lady trying to screw her son?
It's true. And I saw like on the marquee of the movie theater, it was like Fletch was a movie that was new at the time. Because this is like June of '84. So that's when I was born.
Yeah, I know.
You?
I do know.
What else, man? So, at the end of the day, the only thing I didn't like is it was kind of like the same as season 2 where, okay, they closed the gate, Shadow Monster's gone and dead, but a Demogorgon's teased at the end. So it's like... That's kind of like the same thing that happened at the end of season 2.
God, what are we missing?
What about when Nancy and Jonathan were working at the newspaper?
Oh.
That was hard to watch, man. How the guys were treating Nancy as like an employee, like before like the civil what's the right act of I don't want to call it sexual harassment.
Equal opportunity?
Before the equal opportunity type of shit would happen, because they were just like, look, lady, if you just bring us the
Nancy
coffee.
Drew.
Yeah. The guy with the veneers.
Giving a sandwich. Do you think you can get the mustard on this next
That
time?
guy looks like an actor from the 80s.
He's in like from those spoof movies.
I don't know, but he looks like from like even Back to the Future. He looks like Biff or somebody. Or
Oh yeah, kind of. Yeah, I guess I could see. He always reminds me of the lead singer from The Offspring. I don't know why.
Anyway, all right. Speaking of music, what about your boy Dustin's?
He like sings in real life though. I think that's like something like I don't know. I mean, I don't know.
How come he didn't have his teeth in this season? He had it in season 2.
He had braces. That was to throw me off.
He had veneers or something, pearls.
No, he's got like some kind of actual like cranial plasia, something or other.
But what I'm saying is, like in the show, they fixed him in season 2, but now he was back to like rocking all natural in season 3, which whatever. But they was busting out that never-ending story.
Oh my gosh, that was so cute.
That was good, man. Everybody was singing it and shit. That was funny. So, I mean, that's the gist of season 3. We probably missed some things here and there, but
add the stuff we missed in the comments. Let's talk about it in the comments. Always remember later.
So, I mean, at the end, the Joyce and Jonathan and Mike and Elle are moving. They're like, which is like, duh. I would move the fuck out of there too.
I wouldn't be.
I'd be out after season 1.
No, we gotta touch on finding out why Billy was the way he was.
Oh, true. So, you know what was odd about that too? Like the 11 goes into the black to see Billy, and Billy, who is possessed by the shadow monster, can kind of see her, grabs her arm, pushes her. She falls onto a beach, and I'm like, this is the first time you see her
go from the black to into a memory with it's not black,
right?
It's like a scene.
And we see that he's having this great memory with his mother. He's like 7 years old surfing. The mother's a beautiful lady, you know, cheering him on. And then it shows how, I guess the father accused her of cheating and he beats her. And then she leaves and doesn't come back. So Billy's feeling all some type of way. Then he introduces her, Billy, to his new stepmother and to his new stepsister, Max. And he beats Billy. And that's why Billy is so fucked up. And that's why all bullies are really fucked up, like some kind of childhood.
We'll call them Billies.
Traumatic experience, but he gives redemption too, man. At the end, Elle uses that memory to kind of bring him back while he's about to kill her and sacrifice her to the meat spider. Ooh. And she uses that, and then he sacrifices himself to save her. Then, and he apologized to Max.
No, with his dying breath. First of all, I had tears coming down my face
because he always gave her shit because his father gave him shit. His father was a fucking piece of shit, yo.
Even for the small amount of time he was on screen.
He was only on screen one time, and then in the flashback, and he's like the most hated character on this show.
Okay, yeah, so that's probably, yeah.
So, yeah, man, Billy had some redemption. He had a lot of demons, and
I liked in the air duct when Dustin...
Bald Eagle?
When Dustin is with Erica, and she's like, first of all, it's been 10 hours, blah, 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 like, does all that math.
And he calls her out.
He looks at her and goes, yo, you're a nerd. And she's like, why? Because I did simple math? Like, bitch, that's not simple math.
No, and then they
he
give
breaks
her...
down the My Little Pony.
And he breaks down, because she has a My Little Pony backpack, 80s style.
Ooh, the original, Gen 1.
He breaks down how liking My Little Pony is a nerd. And at the end, they gift her the D&D set, man, that...
She did have a shit-eating grin.
She was into it, yeah. You could tell she was into it. I still don't understand D&D. I was never into that.
So one person gets to make up the whole story, and then the other people have to play it out?
I guess not. I guess there are built-in campaigns in those books that you play that out, but you can also make your own up, which is too much. I was ruined by video games as a kid. I don't have no imagination. But, yeah, there was a lot of great stuff, man. I guess let us know what you think about Season 3 in the comments below. I hear a lot of people saying it's their favorite over Season 1, which I can't really get behind that.
I mean, the Season 1 was just it was new, and it was, like, really, like... Yeah. They did a really great job on season.
They really set the bar with that.
There were a few things in this season that I was kind of like, when the meat monsters in the mall and they're all hiding, and it's like, so you're not just gonna fucking knock the whole kiosk over, like
it's like the Jurassic Park raptor scene.
Yeah, like you didn't really look very hard. The kids,
but
were literally
I did like how they hurled all the fireworks at it. I knew that was gonna come back.
Oh yeah,
later.
that was cool. But the kids, first of all.
You were so nervous.
I was so nervous. Like, these kids are throwing live fireworks. Like, someone's going to lose a hand.
All right, so hit that like button on the way out. Make sure you subscribe.
Stop trying to end the show.
We're ending it. Subscribe to the channel for more daily content and stay minty fresh. Peace. Look at what you see. Let him know.
My brother, we used to laugh because it was like, first of all, the second one of those, the Never Ending Story, terrible.
Yeah,
those like the first one's the classic.
Right.
Yo, I used to cry so hard. Artex,
With the
Swamp
horse?
of Sadness.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I mean, that's our generation's first traumatic experience.
Yo,
for sure.
I was like really fucked up from that shit.
Well, the thing is, it's like a lot of people say, no, Bambi's mother was worse.
That was a bad one, yeah.
Whatever. But I'm like, the way that he was like pleading with this horse in the quicksand.
Oh, I can't. It's so, and he's like, he's got on the face.
Come on, please.
Artex, come on, boy.
That lazy bastard of a horse.
He was. He's like,
Just wouldn't do shit.
You can lead a horse to water.
And I think was it John Mulaney or one of these stand-ups? Like, we had a heavy fear of quicksand ever since then.
Yes, John Mulaney's like, quicksand. I thought it was gonna be a much bigger issue than it is right now.
Between that and cartoons,
but like legit.
Indiana
Quicksand,
Jones.
I was like, I'm never gonna get caught in quicksand. I'll be out of that shit.
You can't struggle. Just
Don't worry. All of the millennials of today will be like, finally, I'm in this fucking quicksand. And just
Take me.
Thank you.